use them specifically for the job, it can take anywhere from about 20 to 45 minutes because of just, we have over 100 parts that we're having to pull per kit.
Uh-huh. And that's just the time it takes to pull the parts, right? I mean...
That's correct. And that's pulling the parts, that's scanning, all that.
Gotcha. And what would it take if you were doing it without scanning?
Right now, without doing any of the scanning, we actually resorted to back flushing at this time.
Okay.
Which all in all seems to be working for us. Between that and we're making sure that our inventory is correct through cycle counting. We're getting a couple of number of those done each morning.
Okay. All right. So there's nothing more that we need to do to help you with that process then?
Not unless you guys have a way for us to be able to, whenever we scan a part, say like something falls out that isn't a part of the job transaction itself, part of the main kit that we have set up, unless we have a way that we can take a part that's fallen out and attribute it to that job to scan it out, so we're not having to do it on paper like we are currently, that would be one way you could help us out quite a bit.
So you want to be able to scan a part that's not in the job bill of material?
Whenever you're looking at the job and materials on paper with us, it's just on 100%. But there are, of course, say like parts that aren't a seal or a seal ring or anything like that may fall out. Say like a planetary. It's a hard steel part. Doesn't fall out too often, but when it does, right now what we're having to do is put it down on paper, and then we have to wait a good while before the part is finally charged out. If there was a way to be able to
are those parts in the bill as a zero quantity or anything? Are they in the bill at all?
I do not know on that.
Because if they were in the bill with a zero quantity, you should still be able to scan them and put a quantity, but you'd have to have them in the bill because you don't want like people to just randomly put parts in the product that aren't like approved, right? You know?
Correct.
So if you put those parts in the bill with a zero quantity and we didn't we allowed you to scan any part, and if it was in the bill, as long as it was in the bill, you could issue that quantity. I mean, that wouldn't be too hard to do. But you'd have to have the parts that could be utilized in the bill. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. I'm not sure how we would set that up for ourselves though.
Unless you guys wanted to say if we scan a part, you know, use it whether it's in the bill or not, we'd have to, you know what I'm saying? We'd have to do some programming to add that part to the bill and issue it.
Yeah, and it's hard to do that because right now, since we're doing the backflush, I don't know how all that would look.
Because you have the ability to scan the job, and you have the ability to scan the job and the suffix, and you have the ability to just scan any part, right?
Yeah.
But right now, if it's not in the bill, it's probably not allowing it to happen.
Correct.
Anyway, I guess we would need to have some specifications of what you'd like there before we could do anything.
Well, I can definitely make sure I get stuff typed up and try to get stuff a little more clear before I try to ask any further questions on it.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I don't see Andrew on the call, right?
No, I don't see it. And I was trying to contact him, and I have not received anything.
Okay. Well, we just wanted to have an update call this morning, guys, just to see where things are at, right, Ollie?
Yes, exactly.
So.
Stoney, you're not using the scanners at all?
I'm using them for movement, bin-to-bin transfers from our overstock into bin, And I'm also using it for miscellaneous issue and receipt at this time.
Okay, I was just curious.
Okay. So anything, guys, that you want to add?
Not that I can think of at this time.
Okay. Justin, I guess we can get in touch with Marcus also. He has helped also to try to get the scanners into the network, so we can try to do that, and also we can try to do try to contact Janam, okay?
All right, I'll send an email to Jan-M Support and copy you and Marcus on it. So
That should be fantastic, yeah.
okay, sounds
Okay.
good.
Thank
Okay,
you, guys. Have
Thank
a
you
good
so much.
day.
Thank
We'll
you.
be back
Have a good
at
day.
you. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.